Hey everyone, how's it going and welcome back to my channel. Today we're having another 5-minute manga where I talk about brand new manga series and give you like my first impressions of them. It's not a full-length series review, especially since this series only has one volume released so far. So definitely not a full-length series review, but like my first impressions, my initial thoughts, and letting you know whether or not I plan to continue reading the series that I speak about. So yeah, welcome! Nice to see you all today. I'm really happy and excited to talk about this series. Today's manga is it's a series that is very special to so many people. It had an anime release, I believe, this year. I think it was this year. Honestly, it feels like it's been a while. So I don't even know if it was this year or was it last year? I don't even know. But it had an anime series that people just grew to absolutely love, and it gathered so many fans around the world, including me. So when I saw that Yen Press licensed this manga, I was like, you know what? I am there for it. I will read it. I am ready. And when I saw it at my library on the shelf, I was like, you know what? That is mine. And I immediately borrowed it as soon as I saw it. And that manga is Bocchi the Rock. So excited to talk about this one. So yeah, this is Bocchi the Rock. The overall volume is fairly thin, I gotta admit. Compared to other volumes of manga, it looks kind of thin. I don't really know how many pages it has, but 118. And that's if you count like the extra, the afterwards and stuff. So not that many pages compared to a standard manga volume. But there's still a lot that happens in Bocchi the Rock. But anyway, I feel like I need to start the timer. We need the 5 minutes up there. So yeah, let's put that 5-minute timer on the corner. And let's get started with my thoughts on Bocchi the Rock Volume 1. Bocchi the Rock is about a girl named Hitori Goto, who's definitely introverted. She ended up wanting to play guitar because she saw one of her favorite musicians, the lead singer, actually being an introvert as well. And she was like, hey, I want to learn guitar as well. If they can do it, I can do it too. So Hitori learns how to play the guitar. She runs a YouTube channel where she has a bunch of subscribers, a bunch of views, and she's really, really successful. She's like a really successful guitar cover artist on YouTube. And I was like, geez, this girl would really be a fan of Tim Henson. But anyway, yeah. Next thing you know, one day, even though she has a lot of social anxiety and she's scared and she doesn't know what clubs to join, she doesn't know how to talk to people, she ends up meeting a girl who's like, hey, you're a guitarist? Why don't you come here? And why don't you join our band? And she's like, I don't know. And so we see Hitori join an unfamiliar environment where she's able to display her skills, which doesn't really turn out very well, I guess you could say, but it ends up well in the end because Hitori is definitely a very, very skilled musician. She just has this really, really overwhelming feel of anxiety, social anxiety a lot of the time. So what makes Bocchi the Rock special is Hitori and her personality and how she's very real, especially if you have social anxiety. Even though she's really good at playing the guitar, it's like she goes to this band and then she everything just goes out of her brain and she forgets everything because she has social anxiety. She gets nervous. She's at the bottom when she's usually on top playing alone. She's at the bottom in the bands because she has to learn how to be with people and play together with others and talk to others and communicate. And it's hard for her. She has social anxiety. So I feel like it's funny. And that's a really big piece of the humor that you see in Bocchi the Rock is her navigating through her social anxiety. And a lot of times you're going to see her like melt on the floor or have some silly facial expression or like glitch out or something. Like it's funny, but it's relatable. And at the same time, it's not cringy. I've read and I've watched other series where we have socially anxious people and they're just cringe and no, it's meant to be funny or no, that's just cringy. But Hitori isn't cringy at all. And I think it's because of her personality and the way the rest of the characters treat her that makes this manga so special. They don't think that she's overly weird, that they don't want to be around her. A lot of times they'll question it, but they're like, okay, all right. you're cool anyway. Like, it's cool, it's cute. And so I like the overall chemistry between all of the characters. And it reminds me a little bit of K-On!, but K-On! Really didn't have like that introvert. They were all extroverts in K-On!. They were like ready. They were hype. They wanted to be on that stage. They had no issues. With Hitori and Bocchi the Rock, it's a little bit different because you do have this main character, this lead, who has to write lyrics, who has to write music, who has to talk to people, network, and all of this thing, you know, start her first job while she's in school as well, while also having this social anxiety and just being how she is. And so I really enjoyed volume 1 of Bocchi the Rock. It's fun. It's cool. And, you know, if you're a musician, I'm not a musician, but I feel like you'll really like this even more if you're like really into music or if you play music, anything like that. I feel like you'll like this manga even more because, you know, it has a lot of things about, you know, going to the concert venue, working at the venue, playing at the venue, and all of that. And so you'll see a lot of little things like that that really, you know, if you're into that kind of thing, you'll like that and you'll appreciate that. And overall, I really enjoyed volume 1 of Bocchi the Rock. I can't wait to read more. Bocchi and I would definitely get along. We would. I could see it. I wish she were real because we would be best of friends. But yeah, volume 1 of Bocchi the Rock was a hit for me. Anyway, those were my thoughts on Bocchi the Rock Volume 1. I'm really happy to have finally read this series and I can't wait for more. If you've read it as well, feel free to let me know in the comment section how you felt about it or if you plan on reading it yourself. Just one heads up, I just realized I forgot to mention, it does read like a 4-koma manga where it's just like 4 boxes, but it still reads like a cohesive story. So it's not like it's a 4-koma where it ends at the end, you know, at the 4th box and then it's a new story. It reads like a, you know, an actual story. It doesn't read like a 4-koma, even though it looks like a 4-koma. Just a heads up for those of you who are curious about that. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed today's video. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, comment, and or subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. And I will see you all next time. Bye!